Yo, what's up? What's up? This is your man Fetch the Great checking in once again. Let's just get straight to it, man. Let's just shoot the shit tonight. It's been a very long, eventful day. Um, hmm, I think I get everything we need here. Jaguar smug on deck. We just hired a new head coach. I'm pretty indifferent about it. Liam Cohen. We'll see. We'll see. He had one good year with Baker. We'll see what he actually does with Trevor. Anyways, what I want to talk about tonight, man. I want to talk about how do I even phrase this? What I want to talk about is the way women conduct themselves, right? Women conduct themselves. Let me think, man. Let me think. Let me think. I don't want to. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say the wrong thing because apparently the mother of my child knows that I have a YouTube channel. So let me make sure that I don't say something that's going to allow her to use it as leverage against me, just in case we run into another tip in the future. But what I will talk about is female nature, the way women behave. No matter how logical we as men attempt to conduct ourselves, no matter how much rope you give a woman, right? As far as leniency, understanding, assistance that you try to offer them. Now, I'm specifically talking about in parenthood right now. Being a father. This woman that I'm connected to, seeing as we share a child, we have to find a common ground that will work for both of us, right? I mean, obviously, if you've seen some of my previous videos, there's been a constant contention there with this woman. She's done a lot of nut ass shit, but be that as it may, she's always going to be the mother of my child. So it's always going to behoove me to be able to try to have some type of stable relationship with her, some type of understanding, a compromise that we constantly have to make. And I say more so than anything, it's me who has to constantly make the compromise because I'm the man. I'm the one who actually operates off of logic and not off of impulse. Like she does. She operates off of impulse. So today she calls me and I don't want to give too many details, but she basically calls me. She's telling me about something that she's going to have to do in a few weeks, and she needs me to help her once again. And this is the thing. Now, here's the thing: is I'm never unwilling to help the mother of my child. I'm never unwilling to help. Thing is, she constantly needs more and more and more help. And it's not fair to me because I never ask her for anything. I don't ask this woman for any help whatsoever. It's just the way I'm wired. I don't even ask for help. If there's a problem, I simply push through it and I figure it out by myself. Maybe that's just a man thing. Maybe that's just me being a man. But she constantly needs help, bro. Like, well, every little thing, any little thing that goes on in her life, she needs me. I'm not her boyfriend. I'm not her man. But she always relies on me to help her get out of these different jams and these different issues and obstacles that she runs into in her life, or things that she's trying to do in her life. It always comes back down to Fetch. It always comes back down to me. And that grows old because no matter how much I try to help her, it's like she's never truly grateful for all of the assistance and all of the help that I provide, all the things that I go above and beyond as a father for our daughter, all of the things that I do as a daddy to my little girl, things that she knows she doesn't know anybody else who has a baby daddy, or she don't know anybody else who has a man in a child's life who does anywhere near as much as I do for my daughter. And that's fine with me because I set the fucking standard. That's the way I live my life. I set the standard. I don't worry about what other men do with their kids. I know what I'm always going to do for my daughter. I'm always going to go above and beyond. And I only say that to say this, man. It's like I do all of this, as a father. And yet, even with all that being said, I'm still being asked to do even more, specifically for the mother of my child. She's constantly also always coming to me for assistance with things that she's personally trying to accomplish and get done in her life. And that's the part that just doesn't make any sense because we're not together. We don't date. It's like she almost tries to take advantage of the fact that she knows that I'm just a great guy. But let something not go her way and she'll flip out in the drop of a hat. Who has time for this? I certainly don't. I don't have time for the bullshit. But this is how they do. This is how immature women behave. You give a woman an inch, she will take a fucking yard. Give her an inch, she will always try her best to take a fucking yard. That's why I try to keep the communication with my baby mama to a minimum, because regardless how cordial I attempt to be, it's like we can never find a middle ground as far as us being, just even keeled for a long period of time. It's either we're doing very good for a short period of time, or we're doing really bad for a short period of time. And then it just goes like a peaks and valleys. That's the way our relationship has always been. And no matter how much work I put into to try to improve our relations, due to her immaturity and her impulsiveness as a woman, we can never get on solid ground for an extended period of time. And that shit gets old. All I want is peace in my life. The older you get, the more mature you become as a man, the more developed you become, and the older you grow, you value peace in your life more than anything. And this woman makes it almost impossible to have peace for an extended period of time because there's always some bullshit that she's coming with out of left field. Shit gets old, bro. Shit gets old. But anyways, she hit me up today asking me for my help. And I'm sitting there on the phone and I'm just listening. And she's like pussyfooting around what she really wants to ask me. And I'm just like, all right, yo, listen, I just got home from work. Like, what is the main idea of what you're getting at? What is it that you need from me? Because I know you need something. And then she finally drops it on me. And I'm just like, yo, shorty, like, I'm the father of your child. We share a beautiful little girl together, but I'm not your man. I'm not your boyfriend. Like, why are you asking me for this? Like, on top of all the things that I do as a father, an exceptional one at that, for our little girl. And on top of all those things I do, I also have to pay you child support, which is crazy in itself. So I do all these things. I'm a stand-up guy. I'm an exceptional father. I take great care of our daughter, and I pay you money on a monthly basis on top of all the things I already do for our child. And yet somehow still you find yourself hitting my line, asking me for even more. And she can do this with a straight face. She doesn't even see the problem in it. She thinks it's perfectly fine. And I don't think it's just her. I got a feeling there's other men out there who can relate to this, who have women in their lives that they co-parent with who do the same nut ass shit. Maybe you're a guy out there who does a ton for your child, and you're going above and beyond in every way, and yet somehow still this woman still asks for more on top of that she is not entitled to. Women have absolutely no problem with feeling entitled to any and everything. Like it's their birthright or some shit. Like just because you're a woman, you're entitled to get an extended amount of resources and assistance from the man that you share a child with. Listen, my allegation is solely to my daughter, not to the mother of my child. Don't get me wrong. If there's something that she actually needs, something that's a necessity, of course, I'm always going to be there for her because I do care about her. But she continues to blur the lines as far as what the boundaries are. And I constantly have to reset them. And when I have to do that, she catches feelings, she gets emotional, she gets mad at me, and she flips out. Like a petulant child. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that kind of bullshit. I don't know, guys. Fellas, is there anybody out there who can relate to what I'm talking about? Are you dealing with a woman who pulls this same kind of stuff? Who constantly subjects you to this kind of immature, childish, impulsive nonsense? I have to deal with this kind of stuff on a weekly and monthly basis, guys. You know, to any guys that this message or this video may reach, if you can relate, hit me up in the comments for this video. Let me know how you living. Let me know what kind of shit you dealing with. All right. I think that's all I'm gonna say tonight, man. I just wanted to hop on right quick, shoot the shit. Just put y'all on game about what I'm dealing with and what I experienced today. Anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna end it at tonight. It's your man That's the Great. I'm a holla. Peace.